Let's get from this to this beauty in 10 minutes.
Can't focus on me.
Hi, you're welcome back here where I share tips and tricks on how to make your easy hair by yourself to any occasion. The first thing you're going to be doing here is to section your hair into two, not a long part though, just a mini part. Kindly ignore the wine split on my top and let's focus on this tutorial. Get a straight line done. I'm working with center part today, so you can choose any part of your choice. Then kindly section your hair slantly from the end of the line to the back of your hair. It really doesn't matter if the line is straight or not. We really do not need it. Comb your hair and weave it. Do the same thing at the opposite side and do not beat yourself up if you don't get the same line. So it's still fine. I used to say it on this channel that when you're making your hair yourself, you really do not have to focus on perfection, or else you'll have to be losing and making, and that makes you get tired or frustrated. This is the attachment I'm going to be using. So this is a pre-stretched expression. I'm just going to be needing one, or probably just add little to it. Let's see. This is what the hair extension looks like. I would advise you to always get pre-stretched attachments because it stresses you less, instead of having to sit down to pick hair and all that. It's going to save you a lot of time. The size of ponytail I'm going for, I don't want it to be too thick or too tiny, so I have this from my last use, so I'm going to be adding this to the attachments. Make sure your extension is properly combed, and you're going to be needing a hairband. Get the hairband to hold your hair this exact way. There are various ways of doing this. At times you can add two attachments in one band, which means you have two kind of attachments not together, and you are going to braid one, then leave the other one unbraided. Do you understand? The other one, which is unbraided, is what you'll have to use to do the other job, and the already braided one won't be affected. Since we have everything ready, let's proceed to the main job. So you have to cut your hair into 3 sections, but first you have to work on the first section. The line does not matter. Cut your hair, comb it, and apply your gel. So I'm going to be working with the Echo Style Gel. This particular professional styling gel has been so useful to me. Like, this doesn't give your hair white cast or whatever. The way you use it is exactly the way you're going to make your hair. So I'm going to recommend this to you guys. This is exactly the one I use. I have not tried every other Echo styling gel, but this with the brown cover is the deal. Just get it, yeah. So after applying your gel here, you have to comb it to let the gel sink into the hair and get a band to get the hair together. And now we have to work on the second section. Now what you have to do is to divide the remaining hair you have there into 2 and do the same thing you just did to the one we have, which is the second section. Apply your gel and comb it together with the first one. Here is the third section. You're doing exactly the same thing. Reminder, you do not have to use too much gel. As you all can see, little gel goes a long way. You don't want your hair to be swimming in gel, and your hair should be looking like this, not too overpacked with gel, and at the same time it's still giving what it's supposed to give. Front section moment, we are doing almost the same thing but in a different way, in a different combing style. If you're someone who loves your edges done, this is the time to get out the hair, just pick them out before working on the main section of the hair. I do not want that on this style, so I'm just going to have to comb my hair back. Now you have to do the same thing by cutting out your hair into 2 sections. Pack the first one and you will have to apply your gel to the other one. And make sure when you have to comb it, you're not combing it directly to the back. You're trying to comb it in a slant form to this side, because we do not want the center part line to get ruined. Every part of one's hair is important, but I feel like the most important is the front. So let me show you guys how to apply your gel properly to this front. So this is exactly how you're going to apply your gel. You are not applying it straight. I hope you guys can see the form I am using to comb it and to apply the gel. You have to get your ends curved in a C form to properly get the exact style you're going for. I feel like this is the easiest way to get this shape. Once you're done doing that, pack the hair with the section you have at the back, and your hair should still be giving the flat vibe without having to ruin everything you have done at the back. On the other side, you have to do the same thing. If this is your first time doing this, make sure you're very gentle with yourself. Do not rush yourself too much. After getting all the sections together, take off your band and properly comb. Just comb the back alone and get your band to tighten it properly to make everything look nicer. And guys, your hair should be as flat as this. It should be giving what it's supposed to give, not too much gel. Anywhere you need to do touch up to, do it. So we need to use this thread. You're going to have to get this thread in 4 sections to make it thicker. So you're going to use it to tie your hair at the back. You're not removing the band. It's purposely just for extra support. If you have a brush, use it to make the hair more defined. In all this process, you need a hair cream, but we are not using the hair cream now. What you're doing with the extension band is to use it to pack your hair, but let it be from the top. Make it tight. So make sure your attachment is properly combed. This is going to save you from having to stress to weave it. It's really not going to get tangled together. After that is done, you have to cut little of the attachment and roll it around your hair tightly. Just roll it around to whatever length you want. So I really do not want it to be too small and not too long. Normally I would love to use this to seal it together, but this has been giving my hair white cast surprisingly. So in case you have that and yours works well, use it. But for those who do not have, let's use this. Get a new attachment, just a very tiny one here, and make sure you start using that from where you stopped using the other one. Make sure the edge of both attachments get together and start to roll the new one from where you stopped using the other one, and comb the tip. And now you have to do the same job by rolling this particular attachment around the hair, but once you make sure this attachment here ends where you have other attachments at the tip. And now you need the crochet pin. Dip the pin into the hair and bring out the hair you have in your hand. At this point, you need your hair cream, so rub it to your attachment to make it, look shiny and let it give everything it's supposed to give. Another reason is to make it easy for you to weave your hair without having to injure your hands. For those who love to have long ponytail, I'm going to show you how to add attachments to the tip of your braid without showing you just did. Just carefully look at what I am doing here to properly get it. Add your attachment to one of the strands, then throw the attachment to the back and weave 1, then bring back the attachment you threw and add it to it, then continue your weaving. Make sure it blends well. I'm going to notice something here. So it does not blend properly there, so I'll have to lose it. Yeah, blend it well and continue your weaving. So this is how it's going to look like. It's not going to look like you added any attachments. Completely weave it to the tip. Like, the tip really matters when you have this kind of ponytail on. After all your work, your hair should be looking as good as this. If you did follow the steps, then it should be looking as flat as this. Make sure you do not use too much gel, and if you do have a hair dryer, use your hair dryer on it. I did this late at night. I could not disturb the neighborhood with the hair dryer noise, so I just had to leave it like that, let it air dry itself. I tried to pull some of those hair out. I did lose braid there because I want that particular effect. I did the tight braid at the tip and loose braid at the beginning, and this is the length of my ponytail. So you can also get another style from this. If you want a smaller row, get it from behind, like from that bottom, but if you want a longer row, get it from the tip. I want a longer row, and that is exactly what I am going to be doing. So this is how to get a longer row. Get it from the tip and roll it to the bottom. Honestly, this hair is a all occasion style. The fact that you can get it to have two styles, you can burn it and you can also drop it down. You can wear it on jumpsuit, dress, you know, whatever, and your makeup will go so well with it. Guys, if you do like this video, kindly subscribe to my channel and give my video a thumbs up. Bye.